I'm with Teresa Armstrong and Maria Cavalieri down at Threshold on Station Road. I've just seen a lady standing outside with bags of, I don't know what was in it, but dropping off. She said gifts, these are things we don't want from the family, and these are for people who maybe aren't going to get anything. So, Teresa, I can see also behind rows and rows of drinks, cans, clothes. I mean, this must be a crucial sort of lifeline to people generally, not just unemployed people, but even working people.
Absolutely. Threshold Domestic Abuse Services deal with people who have been affected by domestic abuse, whether that be male or female. This service is available to them. So as soon as they become one of our service users, they can access our food bank. We help them out as much as we can. So we have a clothes bank as well. Right. And that lady you saw outside now was just... she's donated lots of things to us over the last few months, and she's just brought us brand new toys by the looks of it, which then we can give to people who maybe not be able to afford things this year. So
how do you go about it? Do you sort of, with things like this now, you go through them, I guess. You then what? Do you decide these people are on the list or something, or this is how we're going to do? We're going to give them some toys, some food, or do they come in and choose?
So with the food, we have a predetermined list, but obviously if people don't like, hot dogs or meatballs or something, then they can, swap them for something they will eat, because we don't want to give anybody food that they're not going to like. It's not a case of here's your bag, take it. We do give them some choice within our reasons that we can. And then as far as the toys, then obviously we know who accesses services with Threshold. We don't know any of their circumstances, just that they're on support, and we generally know the ages of their children, so we can say, like for instance, we've got a little car, we know which of our service users have got little boys who this might suit, or girls this might suit, and we can let them know there's something here and they can come and choose. And
Maria, I guess, Christmas Day for a lot of people, there's a lot of pressure first and foremost for Christmas. People expect, children expect these things here. I mean, they're just going to brighten somebody's day, aren't they?
God, yes. We've got a lot of service users who can't even afford anything. So by coming here, and the toys we've got in this building and Amber building, they can take a pick and, like you say, brighten that child's day up.
Do you ever get those people actually coming back in and saying, do you know what, I want to give something back?
Well, that lady you just saw now, that's why she's come here, because her sister was supported with us. So she knows the help her sister had with the children, and that's why she comes back.
And generally, we know this is one of the most impoverished wards in Llanelli. Your catchment area, if you like, is the whole of Llanelli?
Yeah.
Well, actually, we cover a lot of Carmarthenshire.
And Carmarthenshire. Yeah. So anyone that needs anything like that can come?
Well, they'd have to be on support with us first. So we aren't an open access food bank. We are only... for people who are already sort of
within your system,
or on our list of people, because we have waiting lists as well. Unfortunately, there's domestic abuse is so widespread. We do have a waiting list of people waiting for support. But while they're on that list, as long as we know of them, they can access our support.
And just throughout the pandemic, and obviously now we're going into another crisis, the cost of living crisis. Are you able to gather figures? Are you able to analyse, or does somebody else professionally outside do that? And are you seeing an increase in the numbers of domestic abuse cases?
Well, we don't. Marie and I don't actually deal with any domestic abuse cases, or we don't have access to figures. But speaking on behalf of the food bank, we've been running just about a year and a half. This time last year we had 30 registered users, and now we're up to 112. So, in a year, it has gone crazy for the amount of need that is out there. And not, people don't come every week. Some people only come when they need to, but we're there for them if they are in need.
And we are open 5 days a week, so most food banks open 1 day a week, and at a certain time as well. But we are here every day, because some people, they can't come down on a certain day. So, because, a lot have got 5 children, 4 children, it's hard.
And do you get help? I mean, it's expensive to run a business. I know this is a charity. It's still expenses with the building, with security, CCTV, staff and so on. Yeah. Where do you get the funding for that?
So we have one of our managers is responsible for getting all the funding, and some of it is Welsh Government, some of it is
lottery.
We're not funded by the lottery, but I think we're funded by Barclays, I believe.
Yeah.
Or partly Barclays. We have other people as well,
Yeah.
so we do have a list. But that is, and that funding is getting harder and harder to achieve as well, because there are so many other people trying to do similar things.
Yeah.
It's a tough time, actually.
There are. That's you hit on the head. There are so many people now who are vying for the same pot of money almost, and in a way, it's kind of it's good, but
it doesn't stretch that far.
It doesn't, does it?
No.
Yeah.
So that's why we're only available to our service users, because we can only
a
buy
specific target group. Yeah.
But our manager's very good at finding pots of money, and she does her best for us. So while she's able to get those little pots of money, then we can continue. So we always do. We gratefully accept donations from small businesses or big businesses, and we're lucky to have the support of Co-op. They give us their surplus food of an evening, so we have support from them. Morrison's have helped us, Aldi help us, Tesco help us on a Tuesday. So we are saving food from landfill as well, because bread and things like that. The amount of bread that ends up in landfill is crazy.
Incredible.
But Jenkins Bakery also very kind and donate us bread. So
if people wanted to donate, they go on your website, and I guess they donate on there, and then if they wanted to bring anything that's sort of okay, it could come here.
Yeah, we only accept donations of new toys.
Yes.
Because obviously with COVID and everything, we've got to be a little bit more fussy, and it's nice for a child to open a new toy, not something colouring book that's half the pages are coloured in. So we're a little bit fussy in that respect, but
when these people come, I guess you're seeing, as I said earlier on, about brightening up the child. I can see that's going to be really nice for some child to open a Meccano Science Club sort of a car that they're going to build. Well, when they come for the food, I guess you're not expecting gratitude. You're not expecting too much from them. But are they grateful?
God, yes.
They're quite happy.
Absolutely.
They can't thank enough, can they?
No, because to some people, they haven't got the means to buy food, and we are the only way that they can get some food.
Yeah.
We've had to change what we buy. Obviously, we don't do brands. If you look around, there's hardly any brands here.
Yeah.
But obviously, we can buy a bit more food then if it's brand, shop's own brand and things. But we also have to be mindful that we have to have microwave rice rather than, as well as boiling, boil your own rice, because not everybody's got the means to heat the food.
And so because of the cost now.
So we've got pasta and sauce ready made. So they're quicker meals to make.
So you're not only supplying this, but you're having to think on your feet all the time and adapt to their circumstances. Their situation.
This is why we think of things that we can help. So we went to our manager, and then we, like Teresa saying, we got slow cookers for our clients to save them on electric and things like that. And we're just trying to think of ways that we can help them even more.
Yeah. Well, many thanks for speaking to us at Command News Online. It's been a pleasure seeing what you're doing here, and it is absolutely fantastic community work. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your time.